freaking fine beans. Okay, for real, for real, for real. Okay. So I'm going to talk about the importance of being honest and open with your kids. Be honest about who you are on your journey. Be open and honest. And don't think that you are protecting them by hiding certain things, especially about the other parent. For example, like when I was a little girl, innocent in my essence, just walking around. I grew up with my grandparents and my so-called father. And I used to just long for a mother, right? So when my mother came back into my life, I was so excited to meet her. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my chance, right? So I would give her chance after chance. You know how much that lady lied, hello? I came up with this little thing, right? I was like, she has to tell one lie a day for her to be comfortable enough to go to sleep. I swear, it's true. It's just true. She would open the door to my room and tell me, we're gonna go shopping tomorrow, and then close it up. We're not gonna go no shopping tomorrow, and I already knew that at that point, right? But if my grandparents and everybody around me was honest from the beginning, I wouldn't have had to go down that entire rabbit hole and got beaten over the head with a hammer a million times. For example, let's use my daughter, for example, right? Yeah. So I was telling Alex that I was showing her the patterns and how I met her father, because it's like, you are a mirror, right? So
Why is she looking
Molding, please.
The way she's looking at us? Look at the way she's looking at you.
So the people we meet I get no better. So the people we meet are gonna naturally mirror us, right? Or mirror us where we're wounded. That's where I was wounded. So the same relationship pattern that I was having with my father, where I was the one to seek him out and try to, win his approval, was what I ended up doing in my relationships when I grew up. Which is why I try to explain to my daughter now that she does not need to chase her father. She does not need to run him down. She does not need to message him. She does not need to apologize for telling the truth. You do not need to lie to keep a father around. Okay? That's just not happening. You don't need to lie. If you don't feel like he was around and you feel like that's what you said was the truth, then that was the truth. And it is not your fault. His reaction has nothing to do with you and who you are as a person. Because obviously you were standing up like an angel and he couldn't face the truth, which is why he decided to run away. If he was such a great father, in the first place, he wouldn't run away to begin with, right? So obviously, he's showing you that you were right all along, to begin with.
Yeah.
Healing begins from young. Try to speak to them and speak them through the emotions. Speak them into being strong and independent. Speak them into not seeking approval from anyone but themselves.
So they don't treat the wrong parent bad.
Exactly.
Or treat the wrong parent right.
Taking their anger out. Oh, I remember when my eldest was younger, he used to go to school and get in fights. And I'd be like, why are you fighting? And I guess he had a lot of bottles of anger inside of him. And I said to him one day, I'm like, you getting in fights isn't going to do anything to bring your father around, right? He doesn't care that you're getting in fights. Yeah, that's not affecting him. It has nothing to do with his life. He's living his best life, right? And he said, I never looked at it like that. Wow, you're right. And when was the last time I heard about it?
Why is your mommy?
Right?
He said he didn't.
So a lot of the time,
Not fighting after he said that?
That's your mama too?
Hello?
So he thought that his dad was going to come if he fought?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly the reaction he thought was going to happen, but it just, I guess when the reality hit, he realized that what he thought was going to happen was just not really what was going to happen at all. right? You have to be solid within yourself, solid within your own being. Not seek outside approval under any circumstances. There is no reason for you to seek. Be like a cat. Cats don't need your approval to know that they're divine beings. They know they're divine beings. So be like a cat.
Yeah, cats do not care.
At all. They have no reason to care, right? Because they know they're divine and it's in oneself.
Yeah.
That's all they care about. Their divinity. That is why when there's chaos, they walk away from the chaos. Because they're too good for that. And they know that they're too good. They know their worth. So they leave that chaotic room and they re-enter when the chaos... Exactly. Be like a cat. Walk in your honor. Walk in your pride. Your parents, what they think of you, that does not define you as a person. That has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with them and not you. A lot of the times our parents are operating through their traumas and we don't realize that that is what's happening. So we take offense to what is going on and it becomes, why me? You know, like, why don't they love me? Why can't they love me? What is wrong with me? But in reality, it has nothing to do with you.
Well, even sometimes when the mom tells the kids are still going to blame the mom.
Mm-hmm. It's true. But in that case, that's their own journey, right? And then that's for them to grow up and realize on their own and figure it out on their own, the hard way.
That's going to make it harder for them. So might as well just believe your mom. Why would she lie?
Exactly. Because look how I'm being proven right now with her father.
Exactly.
Imagine if I was here lying saying, oh, he's a good man, Savannah. Alex, he's a good man. I don't know why you're thinking he wasn't there. Should have been like,
say the story.
right?
Remember like the story about the Halloween costume?
Oi! Oh, the Halloween, yes! You can tell them about the Halloween costume. She asked her father. She asked her father for a Halloween costume.
Yeah. And he was like, your mom's problems are not my problems. No, because he said that because he said that he doesn't know if he's gonna buy, or like he's not gonna buy me a Halloween costume. So I said, but you also said you didn't know if you're gonna buy me a Christmas costume. I mean, a Christmas present. And yeah, and then he was like, you have problems with, no, because I was like, how my mom manages to buy everybody Christmas presents even though she has 5 kids, and he has 1 kid that like he doesn't live with or like see. Like he's like, your mom's problems are not my problems now. Like he started to say all these things.
Yeah, I don't know how I got really brought up into the conversation. I think it's more of a him thing. He's going through a lot and he's realizing, I don't know how I got brought up, but yeah, then he said that he thought I was the one texting him, which yeah.
But
No, and that's what I realized, like, no, like, he's really delusional for real. Like, what? I have my own phone. Why am I going to text him pretending to be a little baby?
no, for real.
It's not making sense, but...
And then like because like he told me that he was there my whole life, and I was like, I was also there.
No, that was the funniest part when she told me. I was like, yo, exactly. Like, did he think you forgot?
Like, I was there too. I think I know.
Right? Be honest with your kids, guys. Like, for real. Don't sugarcoat stuff, you know. Don't make them feel like he's at the store when one day you're gonna bump into him.
At the store for like the whole night.
Exactly. Like, be honest. Be open and honest, okay? Because without you being honest, you're planting that seed of hope. You're leaving that door a little bit open, and that child can be met with disappointment in a lot of situations, right? So instead of setting your child up for failure and to be met with disappointment, set them up on stable ground. So whatever they're met with, they're aware ahead of time and they know what they're walking into. Like, if we really care about our kids, then that should be obviously the main goal.
Yeah, to be honest with that. Because your kids, if someone with their kids, they don't have like emotions or don't understand why. Trust me, kids have emotions, just tell them the truth so they don't hate you.
It's true. It's really true. Well, thank you guys so much for watching.
Bye, kids and adults.
And whatever beings are watching.